great that you all use this opportunity. As for Taiwanese commercial districts, I'm a foreigner, so I can only see it from a foreigner point of view. And I heard during your presentation, some of you were saying about actually targeting some of the foreign customers for the commercial districts in the painting. However, I don't know if it's always a good idea in Taiwan. As a foreigner, I appreciate when Taiwanese businesses are helping me in using their businesses. But for example, in Taiwan, there's not really many foreigners, and sometimes I feel the effort and the resources put into promoting it for foreigners is a little high, probably not appropriate. Maybe in Taipei it's more useful. So even as a foreigner, it's good for me. But I think as a company in Taiwan, you need to really first make sure that there is enough foreigners to be your clients. And if it's foreigners, then I think in Taiwan recently, it's not English-speaking foreigners. There's much more Vietnamese people. There's much more Chinese people from mainland China, I mean. There's much more Japanese people. And if you want to reach some foreigners, I think those are the groups you should rather think about, or also Thai people. So even I appreciate everything is in English in Taiwan actually, but sometimes I feel, wow, actually maybe you do too much for us. And so that's one thing. And another thing, as a foreigners, we do like to shop in a quiet. We do not like when we have to wait in a line. But this is not a case for Taiwanese often. Like, actually in my country, the commercial districts are maybe their last chance as for positioning themselves is against the department stores. However, department stores are very popular, but a lot of people, it's finding them too noisy, too busy, and generally very fun to go to, right? Especially, I think, male doesn't like to go go shopping there with their wives. They only go because their wives want to go there. So in Poland, most of the commercial districts will be more local places that are also having a function of a meeting place for the very local people that are usually in the suburbs of the city, not in the centers anymore. Those department stores took over the center of the city, and therefore there's more commercial districts being created actually on the suburban parts, but on the new suburban parts, which are the more rich suburbans. When all the young people are living in their new apartments and they have more money and they don't have time always to go to the department store or supermarket, and they just need something quick, and they want it from people they know and they want the good quality. And this is usually more expensive, but this is calm. However, I'm not sure if this kind of strategy would work in Taiwan, because I really feel Taiwanese people enjoy the noise, they enjoy the busyness, and that's why night markets are so popular in here. For example, yeah, let's take as example a night market. In Taiwan, in night market, you can often see one shop with a very long queue. And everybody will know this shop is famous for whatever they sell. This is a rule. If you see a queue in Taiwanese mind, you need to join it because surely the product is very good. Even if the same product is sold all around, actually, just because there's more people in one shop, everybody will go there. For foreigners, it works opposite. We see so many people and we feel, oh, no, I'm not gonna wait so long. Especially you see you can get almost the same product just next to it. But in Taiwan, it's really not the same. And I even once asked people waiting in a line for like half an hour to get a popcorn, which costs like 30 NT dollars, which is really all over any night market. And they actually couldn't tell me what's special about this popcorn. They just said they see the people, so they join it. But actually, they don't know themselves. So sometimes, actually, the special thing about the product is not the product. So I think a good strategy in Taiwan is that in your place, in your commercial district, and you have this kind of one famous product. And I know probably it's not easy to create this kind of image, but once you get it, people will just keep coming for this product, and then they will just just come visiting your place. Because I've seen it a lot of times how my Taiwanese friends just drag me somewhere far away just to buy this one famous thing, which turns out for me not that special in the end, but for them it's very special. So in that way, Taiwanese people are very willing to take effort to go to get something they want to. So sometimes it's not about the convenience, it's about the reputation. And also, in a way, there's so many famous products in Taiwan. It's like every place, every district, every region of the city has its own famous stores for everything, from dumplings to, I don't know, for drinks, and everybody will know about it. So it's maybe a little hard to create a new one. But I heard Professor mentioning this funny Laoban from Pingdong. And actually, this still works. Sometimes very small places, really dirty places, very cheap places will become very famous. So it's actually not about the money, it's about the idea they have. And also, once it gets a little famous, it's easy to make it even more famous because the media in Taiwan are very willing to report on this kind of stories. In my country, you can never see, for example, in the news that Starbucks is having one buy get one for free on Saturdays. But in Taiwan, it's every time on the news. It's just everybody are so interested in this kind of sales, promotions, that it's actually reported in the TV. So once you have something small, I think it's a little easier in Taiwan though to make it big and known for everyone. So the very start is maybe difficult. And maybe for the last, my last comment, because I also hear that even all of you like to use Facebook. And I really find it that Facebook is a phenomenon in Taiwan.